Let's make a sushi sandwich.
The sushi sandwich is loaded with teriyaki tofu, crunchy pickled carrots, and creamy avocado. It is such an easy way to get your sushi fix. Sushi sandwiches are called onigirazu, and they're so easy to make. I actually think they're easier to make than a sushi roll. You can use the same fillings that I am, or stuff whatever you want into your sushi sandwich. As long as you follow the wrapping instructions and don't overfill it, you're good to go.
If you like this recipe, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more simple vegan recipes. The first thing you want to do is get that teriyaki tofu in the oven. So press and slice half a block of tofu, then pour some teriyaki sauce onto the bottom of an 8x8 inch pan. Arrange your tofu slices on there, and then pour on the remaining teriyaki sauce. If you want to use the whole block of tofu, you can totally do that. Just double the amount of teriyaki sauce and you'll have leftovers for another meal.
While that's baking, we'll make our sushi rice and our quick pickled carrots.
I have stovetop directions for the sushi rice on the written recipe, so if you don't want to use your Instant Pot, you can head over there for those instructions. I'll drop a link in the description. Rinse your sushi rice and then add it to the Instant Pot along with some water. Then cook that at pressure, and while that's cooking and cooling, you can make your pickled carrots. When the sushi rice is done cooking, you're gonna mix it with some rice vinegar and some agave nectar, and then set that aside to cool. Stuff your shredded carrots into a heat-proof glass jar, then grab a small saucepan and add water, apple cider vinegar, sugar, and salt. Heat that up, stirring pretty frequently until the sugar and salt dissolve, and then pour that brine all over the carrots. By now your tofu should be done, and your sushi rice is probably cool enough to handle. It doesn't have to be completely room temperature, you just don't want it to be hot because you are gonna be using your hands. Grab your first sheet of nori and set it shiny side down on your cutting board. Then moisten your fingers and grab about a quarter cup of the cooked sushi rice.
Form your rice into a square that's a little less than a quarter size of your nori sheet, and the square of rice should be offset at a 45-degree angle from the way the nori is facing.
So if the nori is square to you, the rice will look like a diamond. This is the base layer of your sushi sandwich. Next, you're gonna pile on those toppings.
Grab another 3 tablespoons to a quarter cup of your sushi rice and press it over the top. Now it's folding time. First, fold in the 2 opposite corners and use moist fingertips to create a seal. Then fold in the other 2 corners, but when you do that, you're gonna see that you have like some extra nori at the corners, so just kind of tuck that in, just like if you were wrapping a gift. And make sure you fold it tightly, but don't pull so hard that your nori rips. You just want a nice, firmly packed sushi sandwich.
Grab yourself a piece of saran wrap. I don't love saran wrap either, but it really makes a difference when you're making this recipe.
Place the sushi sandwich on the saran wrap with the seam side down, and then wrap it tightly in the saran wrap. Once you finish all of your rolls, stick them in the fridge for just a few minutes. This will help create a good seal. You can slice these regular sandwich style or on the bias, whichever one you prefer. Serve this sushi sandwich with soy sauce for dipping, or with a creamy dip like my curry mayo or a sriracha mayo. I love making these for dinner when I'm craving sushi, but I don't want to have to roll and slice a million little pieces. And I love that I can add whatever fillings I want. I hope that this video answered all of your questions about how to make these sushi sandwiches. If you have any questions I didn't address, feel free to drop a comment. I am always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!